Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to another 1v1 on Pachino Stalemate, because apparently Pachino Stalemate, with the current state of affairs replays, is the one map I can sort of reasonably consistently get matches to work, replays to work on alongside Tunis. So we're back to Pachino again. I hope we'll get a hot fix on Monday, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we got here in the southeast, SolidRaziel fighting for the German army, the 26th Panzer Division, 5th Panzergrenadier Company, tasked with securing this town and holding against future American counterattacks. In the northwest stands Gentlefox, most gentler foxes, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, and foxes everywhere, except the Desert Fox, taking on the role here of the 1st Armored, no, not 1st Armored, but the 91st Infantry Division. We got a Ken-Crowd MD42 start here for SolidRaziel, rushing the machine gun team right, or the Ken crowd right to the center to grab the victory point, which is an interesting sort of thing to grab. They normally grab the fuel point, but my thought is perhaps SolidRaziel is looking to apply a bit of, psychological pressure to Gentlefox. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous support of the Propagandacaster, allowing me to keep making videos on a daily basis. So thanks to every one of those heroes of the Propagandacaster. Pioneers machining northwards here. No battle group yet here, though, for SolidRaziel. Got the Ken Krat rushing southwards there. Grenadier on though as well there for the German army. Fun fact about the Ken Krat, there actually existed a sort of version that made it into like basically a big Goliath known as the Ken Krat Springer. Little fun fact there. Grenadier squad out here though for SolidRaziel, though considering we're not really seeing like immediate breakthrough into say preparing for MP40s, well, he could still go for soonish, but also, early Luftwaffe, it might be he's already like planning mechanized here. Like in that sense, Wehrmacht battle groups do tend to have like some giveaways to them. Like, are they going to be looking at a lot of MP40s pretty fast? Oh, we got Airborne here from Gentlefox. Airborne also definitely becoming a lot more popular after the, the changes to the strafes and the loiters. Well, obviously in the case of the Airborne battle group, mostly it's to the strafes, but it's nonetheless quite interesting to see, like, just suddenly how Airborne has become notably more popular. Grenadiers and watch by the tombstones. Hey, Jürgen says Jürgen. It says tombstone, also says Jürgen. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Real big laughs there. Second machine gun here, though, for SolidRaziel. South here, Ken Krat versus the Pathfinders, probing forward here. Grenadier heading southwards, up north here, Route Squad converging in the Pioneer Sea. Machine guns flank definitely very exposed here, and I think SolidRaziel's own move is, to hit retreat there, since otherwise Route is just going to hand Gentlefox and his rifleman a free MG42, which is typically not what you're looking to do there. Second MG42 team arriving here, Ken Krat holding a bit back here. Pathfinder Scott on the south as well. That's 2 Pathfinders into 2 riflemen here so far from Gentlefox, most gentle of foxes. Grenadier pushing forward here. Ken Krat slowly keeping his distance here, shattering the Grenadiers. Machine gun team being sent northwards. Pioneers also good to go soon enough. Could start taking up here, maybe rush out some Panzergrenadier, though you could also go for more infantry first.
We do not hold any victory points.
At this point, I mean, I think if he was planning breakthrough, probably gone for it, but not because we're going to, like, at least where it goes, start upgrading his men with MP40s, which would obviously help a lot right now. Gentlefox striking the fuel point here. SolidRaziel's opening here, definitely a bit muddled. We also got the machine gun here, clearly looking to cover this up, but also perhaps hesitant to push in his machine gun with that support. Hard to say here. Ken Krat that could do a lot in south here. Second Grenadiers got ready for SolidRaziel in the 26th Panzer Division, the only Panzer Division alongside the Hammond Göring Fallschirm Panzer Division to really fight in Italy. As mostly an affair of the various more elite infantry units and, Panzer Grenadier units. Pathfinder is part of the info to the Grenadiers here, not the greatest path here for Gentlefox, but even risk losing the Pathfinders here as they retreat past the MG42. If Gentlefox is really unlucky. Ken Krat there, sneaky play here, bypasses the American front, goes straight for the fuel pump, running a neutral. Thumbs up here to SolidRaziel. That is a, actually solid play there. Since again, it's a non-combatant, but, it's got good mobility, unless it decides to slow down right in front of the enemy guns, and good capture speed. So, utilized correctly, can be a real nuisance and incredibly good at harassing your opponent. You can even lay down mines with it, though. Most players really tend not to lay down mines with it, but you can do it. Do have tech here for SolidRaziel on the way now. The Panzer Grenadier Company, favorite amongst many, though there definitely are players who make fair usage of the Luftwaffe Company and some 221s. A Gentlefox actually, when he plays as Wehrmacht, is a big fan of 221s, and actually he's done some pretty good work with them. Heading over to the Kernkraft and the Pioneer. Shooting cavalry here ready. We got the Panzer Grenadier Company almost done. Grenadiers advancing in the center.
What do you need?
So some so far against a pretty solid harassment work here by Raziel. Even he hasn't been able to, I think, pick all the early engagements as well as he'd probably like to. Panzer Grenadier Company ready. Sandbags up. Some mines here could also be ready here for SolidRaziel. Die Schützenmine. South here we got the Ratcom front. We've got early BARs up here for Gentlefox. Most gentler foxes. Still no sign of a battle group, though right now what he might be able to do is slowly set up here for fast Achtrad if he's planning for mechanized. Don't know if he is, but if he is planning that, he could like push them now, though right now I probably would recommend some Panzer Grenadiers. There we go. Some more hardened German assault infantry here, veterans of the 26th Panzer Division. Men who've seen much combat. North Grenadiers to the Rifle Squad and the Pathfinders there. We got the utility package up, looking for flares, smoke grenades, and of course, rifle grenades. Shooting there, holding up here. Personal rifle, there we go, nice smoke grenade there. Little fun fact about rifle grenades, they would actually be equipped to men with a modified, rifle typically, with a little sight on the side of the rifle to actually fire those rifle grenades. Pretty much applies to like all armies. Of course, the sights would be different depending on the army. Panzer pushing southwards against the rifle squad there. Got the point here. Catching the rifleman there. Got a loss in there, but still. Oh, we got double bars up here, I think, here for Gentlefox already. Yup. That definitely makes things tough here for the Panzer Grenadiers. Much tougher. Your Bandelagen and those should prove to be the medicine, turning the tide in the field. Deutschen there go down to 2 men all of a sudden on the rifleman. Down to 1 man. But again, it does really highlight just how powerful the barred-up riflemen are. They can also just beat the Panzer Grenadiers handily. Like that. Machining setting up here. Other machine all out in the church here. Map control swinging back and forth here so far between the two sides. In the south here, Kernkraft basically having points, Panzers as well. Definitely should treat them. Or you could, of course, merge some Grenadiers with them. I think that'd actually be the smart move right now. Get the Grenadiers over to the Panzer Grenadiers, merge them up to full strength, then start the Panzer Grenadiers. And we do get mechanized, and we do get the Achtrad here, which is also really powerful due to the raid package, which just basically means you get an armored car that can also scrap points and deploy smoke at an incredibly cost-efficient rate. I mean, compared to the DAC, that has to, like, pay 2 very expensive upgrades for something similar to have that. Actually, the same is, like, pretty big. Pretty big. So, anyway, Achtrad pushing forwards here. Heavy armored car with 8 wheels, hence Achtrad. Fun fact, there we go. Well, looks to be some airdrops here from Gentlefox. Most gentler foxes. These grenades need to withdraw before the rifle can just utterly execute them. We do get a Stielhandgranate here. Rifle and force back with aiming for 2. Kernkraft could also do some repairs. And we got mines here from SolidRaziel. Thumbs up to laying down mines. Definitely not all players at the moment, I think, are quite equally good at laying down mines in these 3, but the ones who are typically can do some really nasty work with them, I find. Thumbs up to SolidRaziel. Panzer going up the center again, though I mentioned before. I think it'd been a pretty handy move there. They just merged some Grenadiers with them. Machine gun just covering up here. Clearly wants to like screen off against Gentlefox, heading for that fuel point there. Not that I blame him. Using the Achtrad though quite well for its capturability here, and again this is a pretty big advantage there. So thumbs up to SolidRaziel. You actually notice some players, if they go for mechanized and the whole shebang there, they don't necessarily always make use of the armored cars or other vehicles to actually grab points, but SolidRaziel definitely knows that's where, glory lies, using his vehicles optimally. Kernkraft basically grabbing points here, though also in heavy need of repairs. Hey Fritz, is that thing supposed to be leaking oil, or that's not oil? What is it? I don't actually know. Sometimes they really make some weird vehicles in the German army. Yeah, big push here for Gentlefox. 3 valve squads, Pathfinders, bars galore. need to retreat. There's just no way here that SolidRaziel and the men of the 26th Panzer don't stand a chance here against the 91st Infantry. We got the support elements, perhaps planning a Stug. Perhaps a Nebelwerfer. Some more infantry could be a good idea, though. And of course, it's like planning to go for more Panzergrenadiers, your Stugs. I would definitely recommend the Panzergrenadier Officer Quarters. Very good upgrade to have. Heading north again, flank up behind him. Really nice swing here by SolidRaziel. Like most players just try to attack against like the mass advance here, but SolidRaziel utilizes the high mobility as in part again thanks to the Achtrad and the Kernkrad to just swing his entire force around Gentlefox here. That's a really solid play there by SolidRaziel. 2 thumbs up. That was an excellent play there. Like a lot of players just like try to attack right into the Gentlefox's front here, but SolidRaziel I think definitely made the solid play, and Panzer's moving out again. Bit of resource there floating, could go for more Panzer Grenadier. We got a big push with the rifle, and the paratroopers now equipped with a bazooka. But right into the MD-42, they will not be going any further. Quite the opposite. North here, Pathfinders with the MD-42 here, fighting around the fuel point here. Gentlefox, I think, is pushing in pretty well there. SolidRaziel, I think, despite another good flank, wasn't quite able to, I think, get enough speed behind to really, I think, catch Gentlefox sufficiently off guard and unprepared. In fact, Gentlefox kind of has a lot of room to exploit here versus Raziel. Grenades being chucked here. Is it the bung grenade? Yes, it was. It would appear that Gentlefox... Oh, he does have grenades here. Sticky bomb off in the Achtrad. Then he's going to move the fuel point again. We got more airdrops here, though. Right into the middle of Pachino here. Against another grenade in the Achtrad. Damaged engine. And we got machine being caught the Raswalt here. Not great. Really messy serious engagements here. Floating manpower. Could call another Achtrad. I mean, that would be devastating, I think, for Gentlefox right now to deal with. He could also go for more Panzer Grenadiers. There's a lot of options here that could be pursued, but so far, SolidRaziel appears to be a bit overwhelmed here by Gentlefox. Also, I feel like he should have started to be using this machine up north here a bit more actively.
The enemy remains stubborn. We are down.
Another Panzer squad here, though, for Mr. SolidRaziel and the 26th Panzer Division. Grenadiers, machining gewehr, and all that reinforcing healing there. Mine goes off here. That almost looks like it could have been a wipe there. If those corpses there are any indicator. Achtrad being fixed up. Kernkrad still not repaired, and there goes second Panzer squad here for SolidRaziel. So that's 2 Panzer Grenadier, 2 Grenadiers versus, I think, 3 to 4 Riflemen and 1 Paratrooper squad. Anti-tank gonna drop in the center. And of course any number of Pathfinders. But yes, now Gentlefox forces his force like split across a larger patch of the map here, which actually gives, I think, SolidRaziel a really good chance to push back against Gentlefox here, if he like pushes hard himself in return with more focused pushes. I mean, in this regard, you know, he's making quite good use again of the just high capture speed he gets for just a bunch of infantry, the Kernkrad and the Achtrad here. And he even, you know, transferred out one of his Grenadier squads for more Panzer Grenadiers. Thumbs up. It's a pretty overlooked ability at times, but I do think, you know, used correctly, it is quite powerful. It seems like, you know, the British can like refit some of the light vehicles, say go for a bunch of armored cars, then pull them back for tanks. Similarly, like being able to like just push out your Grenadiers for like Panzer Grenadiers. Count the right time to really good routes on south of the caught by the Achtrad, pushing right in at them. Autocannon, Crackshell there, just ripping through the GIs there. Panzer Grenadier pushing forward, so total of 3 Panzer Grenadier squads. At this point, though, he really should go for the Panzer Grenadier Officer Quarters, because getting all of them to veterans who won, plus gaining experience by on them, is incredibly powerful, I think, here for Gentlefox. We'll be getting a breach even. Oh my. 2 thumbs up to Raziel. Kaboom! Go now! Kill the bastards! Do love the Panzer Grenadiers. Income needs the bomb grenade on the raft squad here, retreating just in time. I think he should withdraw here, just too many Americans, about too much firepower. You've got more starting for Gentlefox now. Need to retreat there, looks like. Gebandelang, but looks of it here on the mortar, didn't quite work out, but now Raziel has like got most of the map here against Gentlefox. He is really playing his cards to some extent well, but I very strongly would recommend the officer quarters by now. Medical station is also like pretty important at this stage, but like say he also goes for the 4th Grenadier Squad here into like, you know, Panzer Grenadiers, he absolutely will need officer quarters because like imagine 4 veterans, 1 Panzer Grenadier squads, and then also quickly move towards phase 2. That's going to be very powerful here, so I definitely think that's something that he really should very strongly consider investing into. Also, lots of mines still over the place here. That's also like very good here for SolidRaziel. I mean, he's doing like a lot of things you don't see very often from Barrett players, but you know, well, there's definitely been some slip-ups in other regards. I think he's, you know, doing a really solid piece of work here against Gentlefox. I definitely think not upgrading here, I think, is a bit of an oversight by Raziel here versus Gentlefox. Gentlefox, though, at the same time, though, may also want to be slightly, you know, more mobile himself, or at least try and, you know, go for some deeper flanks, because to some degree, I do feel like he's playing into SolidRaziel's hands as well there. Another mine here, but they're going to take it up. We need to deploy smoke and disengage. Oh no, he's not doing it. He's going to lose the armored car here. And that's going to be a blow there to Raziel, and a big win for Gentlefox here. He definitely, yeah, he popped smoke now, but definitely too late there. Fresh push here from Gentlefox and the 91st Infantry here. Goodbye to Ladnung. Almost had a wipe there.
Our enemy has control over all victory points.
All victory points falling under the control of the 91st Infantry as men of the 26th Panzer Division doing the best against the Amerikaner. Might even see a wipe here in Gentlefox. Yeah, there's a good chance here. And a wipe and a BAR dropped here as well. Rob's going to move to the south there. Retreating and another wipe. Good God. And another BAR dropped here, though. It doesn't appear Raziel's picking up other BAR, but that is brutal. 2 rifle squads. That's 2 like fairly veteran rifle squad that just gone in like a time span of less than a minute. Meanwhile, his opponent has like 4 Panzer Grenadier squads. The only way this could be worse for Gentlefox if, you know, he remembered to go for the officer quarters. Right, this is just a big moment, I think, here for Raziel to just absolutely crush Gentlefox right now. This is going to be, I think, like, you know, a pivotal moment. If he just, like, pushes ahead now hard, and I think just really just hurts Gentlefox, there's a good chance he can win this. But it appears Gentlefox, though, right as everything is going south, does have one particular ace up his sleeve, and that is the M4A1 Sherman. This is actually big in his turn, because right now, despite everything else, there is one glaring gap here in Gentlefox's force composition, or not, Raziel's force composition. He has no anti-tank weapons whatsoever. In fact, he doesn't have Pantherfast. All he's got is basically mines. He's going for a Pack 40 here. Part of me would recommend a Stuke to work better with all these Panther Grenadiers at the moment. I mean, he's clearly at this point stalling for the Panther, but I still recommend a Stuke because it should cost fuel, but it's also going to help him, like, you know, absorb some of the damage away from the infantry, which would, I think, in some regards, probably make it easier to go for a Panther Plus, you know. He still needs to go for the officer quarters. I mean, again, 4 Panzer Grenadier squads. That should just be, like, absolute course to pop this one here. So right now, Gentlefox, though, with the Sherman, is still in the game. Had it not been this Sherman, he'd probably have been a lot worse place here right now. Ooh, Pioneer's Quarter laying down a mine and almost wiped. Rough luck there for Raziel, though at least they didn't get wiped. That at least is some luck for him there. Mine's going off here. Blowing apart poor Joe there of the 82nd Airborne. God damn Joe. Well, they did call him Big Feet Joe. Well, they're gonna call him No Feet Joe from now on. Oh. Panzer pushing forwards, just a big surge here of hardened German assault troops here. Definitely bad news here for Gentlefox's riflemen. Yeah, looks to be here strafing runs. We've even got air support center by the way, of course, from Gentlefox. So he's gone for the air support center alongside the airborne battle group. That is a commitment to, like, US air superiority. Machine gun wiped. Ah, really turning ugly here for Raziel. Now, that Sherman really just for a massive spanner into his works here. Got troops being caught here though, between the church and some other angry Germans, but still, Gentlefox is able to hold off here Raziel's MG42 there. Bit of a headache there, and he still isn't picking up any of those BARs. You pick it up, Ludwig 9. You pick it up, Otto. I don't want to touch it. You get fat with American weapons. Round squad pushing forward. So we got fresh infantry, of course, for Gentlefox here. Again, this is where, you know, having access to the officer quarters sooner would all be helpful here for SolidRaziel. Gentlefox still is pushing up northwards. Ken Kraut's going to go down. He actually laid down mines with it, by the way. Thumbs up, just poor timing there. This is also where the Stug, I think, would be more helpful, as it is notably more mobile. In fact, in some cases, like words like great German after-action reports, typically, like, you know, when there's, like, you know, a room of comparison between anti-tank guns and assault guns, the Stugs typically did a lot better than the anti-tank guns in knocking out enemy armor. Partly because they probably were more mobile. So, yeah.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Rob squad moving in here. We got 195 to 160. Gentlefox starting to really pull ahead here. Raziel once more. That Sherman really is helping to lift off Gentlefox here again after losing otherwise, you know, 2 veteran rifle squads. That said, SolidRaziel is getting, you know, fairly close here to the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. This could very well be the beginning of a another set of headache here though for SolidRaziel once that Panther hits. And he got the BA up there. Part of the other reason if you should have just picked up the BAR is like, you know, it means the riflemen don't get the BAR. Rail squad there falls back far southeast. I'm going for the Panzergrenadiers. You need to retreat them soon as well. Fresh counterattack here though. Panther is now available here for SolidRaziel and the 26th Panzer Division. All victory points there though, almost under control here of Gentlefox and the Americans. Once more bomb grenades, they're being chucked at the American MG42 here. Bit too far though, strafing around the MG42. Not quite taken out here. Panther called in there for the fatherland. The Panzerkampfwagen 5, Ausführung D. And the pack gets wiped. Yikes. But at least it's not one, I think, here that Gentlefox can actually capture. Straight. I think that's a rocket run here, a bombing run being called in on the Pack 40 here by Gentlefox. Immediately crewed. Almost lost the Panzer squad in the process. Nasty piece of work there by Gentlefox. I think SolidRaziel like needs to attack from another angle here than what he's currently doing. Like, you know, either swing north or south. He needs to catch Gentlefox off guard. Now this is airdrops here from Gentlefox. Definitely looking a bit tough here for Raziel and the German army. I mean, he still has, though, a lot of Panzergrenadiers. He has a Panther, so it's far from over here for the Germans. But Gentlefox now holds most of the map. He has the victory point lead, so it adds some pressure here to SolidRaziel. He needs to, like, you know, get going soon. Okay, swinging northwards, I definitely think is probably like the best path right now to take, since from what we last saw, Gentlefox forces are more weighted towards the south, so by pushing northwards, you can more easily catch Gentlefox off guard. Still, that lack of an officer quarters does bother me a bit. I feel like again, of course, just have more veteran troops faster, but he might have just held some more troops now, veterancy 2, and some of the engagements earlier might also swung more in his favour. So I definitely feel like here that SolidRaziel slightly dropped the ball by not pushing that officer quarters upgrade. Anyways, troops rushing towards the center here. Panzergrenadiers, Panthers, 26th Panzer Division, 5th Panzergrenadier Company seizing it here. Under the command of Hauptmann Müller. Wrapping up the ace level rifleman there. 23 kills. Could start making some choices out of the spotting scopes or the fuel seizure. Though considering his fuel situation, the spotting scope probably makes more sense. Then could go for mechanized assault maybe, or the searing artillery barrage, which is honestly kinda nuts. Push straight ahead here. What he can actually do here, by the way, and he isn't, but he can actually move up here and then take a small path around, pop a grenade over the wall there. This is one of the things I find interesting about Pachino, is that there's like a lot of small alleyways and gaps you can actually utilize with infantry to catch your opponent off guard if they think about the landscape of the center here too linearly. So that's something here that SolidRaziel could have done there. Maybe gotten the machine gun back from Gentlefox. Meanwhile, Gentlefox is swinging from the north here, heading into the side now of Raziel. Raziel pulling towards the south in return here, but that means he doesn't really have the ability to like withstand this assault head on. Grenades being chucked back and forth here. 74 points left here for Raziel versus Gentlefox. Corpses litter the center of the town here. Panzers there being ripped apart, you just retreat them. Very lucky he actually hasn't suffered like any significant losses, just mostly damage. Which really is like one of the advantages of like some of all these elite units. They can take a lot of damage, and if you then play your card smartly and just pull them back fast enough, you know, you can actually just heal them up there. Okay, we gotta push forwards here. Gentlefox pushing towards the south now. Raziel counterattacking this Panzer, but without armor support or anything else, this is highly risky. We got a needler for here. Rushing the Panzer, they're taking a nasty hit from the Sherman. I think he's firing high explosive shells, and there goes squad wiped. Machine gun wiped. Panzer there being mauled though. Need to retreat here now. Ah, that's another wipe. Panther engaging here. Rocket strike on the Panther. And another wipe. Yep, and he drove straight into it, almost costing him the Panther here. That was a disastrous engagement, I think, for SolidRaziel. I mean, he just lost 3 Panzer Grenadier squads in a matter of seconds. And he almost lost his Panther. That definitely feels like, you know, the point of no return here for SolidRaziel. I mean, he could maybe still turn this around, like, maybe get up the Panther fixed up fast, maybe some afterguards to help, you know, push for map control again. But even that, I feel like, requires the Gentlefox to, like, make some fairly big tactical slip-ups. But Raziel keeps fighting there. He's down to 36, 35. But his mama clearly did not raise no quitter. He did hear no bell. Up north here, the Pioneers being charged for the left squad here. Gentlefox sending in the men here to force out those German Pioneers, and I think there's a chance they actually get wiped here. We do actually get an armor card here though for SolidRaziel. Pioneers did get wiped out though. Need to pull back the Panther here, heavily damaged, covered in scorch marks. He needs to replace his Pioneers, that's for sure. Deployed smoke here. Riflemen don't care though. They smoke 10 packs of Lucky Strikes every day, so they just go straight through it. Probably just complaining the Germans don't provide them with asbestos filters for the cigarettes. Anyways, troops enforcing a Nebula firing again. We got a rocket strike here. Is it a bombing strike? It's a bombing strike, and the Panther goes up in flames. We've got 23 points left here. Raziel still keeps at it, even as his forces are being practically dismembered here by Gentlefox. Can't admire his commitment here, but I'd say the chances of recovering from this are very minute at this stage. I suppose I shouldn't say impossible, but it's only going to be tough. Nebelwerfer Panzergrenadier MD-42, 8 Grad. Catch the rifle in the center with the Panzergrenadier. We got the Artillery running for the north here, pushing back the GIs there. We got Pathfinder squad here still alive. Rifle grenade off here. Kills Friedrich. Still got the mortars well at it here. 21 versus 247. Raziel is somehow still in this. He's scraping by though, like a madman, but somehow he's managing to like stay in the fight just a bit. He might even be able to call in another Panther soon, but chance of him, like, pulling through with this, though, are still pretty slim. Not impossible, I suppose. I mean, he's definitely, I think, shown the sparks there of something greater, but there's also been a lot of slip-ups here and there that just, you know, have really held him back. And part of it's just, again, like, that one push that cost him 3 Panzer Grenadiers. Strafing around here, Arctic output towards the center, got Nebula behind the center as well here. Machine guns right being hit by incendiary rockets. Straight into the anti-tank gun. Smoke deployed here, but that's, I think there's a good chance to get that one back here. And he lost his MD-42 here to the strafing run. He's down just a Nebula Alpha, a Panzer Grenadier squad, and the Arctic. But he still keeps fighting. He believes in final victory. He believes in the Wunderwaffe. Apparently does not believe in himself. In unit preservation, there you go. That is GG. Game over. Fierce fight here. A lot of back and forth. Raziel, again, really feel like at times was close, but though these tactical mishaps that really cost him, like for example, losing that armored car there really hurt him. Really limited his ability to like hold up against Gentlefox. But then, like, you know, that Sherman, they just lacking, like, anything to do with it. Like, you know, Stugs, ahead of time, only packed 40. I think there was a bit of a slip there as well. I think he relied too much. He could just hold up for the Panther. And I think that was a fatal error. He definitely should have had some Stugs out. Even, like, you know, he wants a fuel for the Panther. He easily had enough fuel to, like, you know, not need to hold fuel. And I think the other mistake here was just not going for that officer quarters upgrade for all those Panzer Grenadiers. I think, again, had 4 veterans, one of you, like 4 veteran 2 Panzer Grenadiers. I think his chance of just beating Gentlefox would have been astronomically higher. Still, interesting fight. He also got play, of course, with Gentlefox. The Sherman push there, risky, but clearly worked out here. Good read on Raziel, good use of infantry, but at the same time, he's also clearly not quite able to, like, I think, you know, hit back there against SolidRaziel's always very good, aggressive mobile harassment. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. Hope it gave some ideas for your matches. If you did subscribe, like, share, comment, you know, help the algorithm spread my video to more people. Also, you know, comment, that's already the same thing, but, you know, donate or pledge on Patreon, support the Propagandacaster, allow me to keep making videos. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.